Hey everyone, Carrie Beck here with Family eBiz, where we help families start and scale, grow their online businesses so they can gain freedom in their lives, freedom to do what they want to do, what they enjoy doing, and what they are called to do. Today, we are beginning a new three-part series about how we can go from crickets to clicks, a traffic mini series. If you feel like you're just getting little bitty crickets on whatever you're doing, this is for you. We're going to talk about three different areas. Specifically, today, we're going to talk about how you can drive more traffic without chasing those shiny objects. I know you. Because sometimes I am that person, but I have lots of mastermind people, and they're like, I know, I just keep chasing the shiny object. Let's stop that and let's start doing things that will help you consistently. Now, if you have not ever subscribed to this channel, please subscribe so we can get this out to more and more people. And be sure to stick with me till the end where you can get our free resource that will help you quit chasing the shiny objects and start driving more traffic. I do have a question for you though. Do you ever feel like you have to jump on every trend just to be seen? You're like, I got to figure out how can I be seen? And you're trying to figure that out. So, oh, they're telling me, they're telling me, they're telling me that. And you're just constantly chasing something. Today, what I want to do is break down the real sustainable visibility that you can have for solopreneurs, how to get more eyes on your content without burning out. We've been talking about burnout. Let's move forward and really do the things that we need to do. So, I've got a few tips for you, and we are going to start with number one, which is viral is fun. Consistency wins the game. Viral is sexy. It is going to make you feel good. It's going to give you that little dopamine effect, but it's consistency that will win the long game. Let's talk about a story I know every one of you have heard. It's the tortoise and the hare. The hare was flashy and fast, but the tortoise kept going over and over consistently. And that is what won. That is where you want to be. You don't need to be flashy and fast because you might be flashy and fast and be gone the next day. You want to consistently be in the eyes of your customers. Visibility really works the same way as the tortoise and the hare. Quick wins feel good, they feel sexy, but it's the steady steps that build trust. And trust, let's be honest, trust it's what's going to drive sales. The sexy sales might drive people there, but the real people you want are people that will trust you. So, a few things to consider. Viral content spikes. Consistent content sticks. Think about that. Viral content may spike and then it's down the next day. Consistent content will stick with you. Your audience doesn't need more wow, they need more reasons to trust you. A blogger who goes real viral on TikTok but can't monetize it really isn't worth it. I remember my mentor, Amy Porterfield, telling me, you know what? I put this image on Instagram. It was a me and Kobe, her husband, and we got 100,000 views. Did I make any sales from it? Did it point me in the right direction? No, just made me feel good. You might be in the same place. Really think about that and think about maybe a podcaster who slowly grew her list and makes about 5,000 a month from her loyal listeners. So viral is fun and great, but consistency wins the long game. Number two, pick the platforms that play to your strengths. I'm going to tell you, there are so many platforms out there, and I can't do it all, and you can't do it all. Let's talk, and let's just even move back, way back, hundreds of years ago to Benjamin Franklin. He had a printing press strategy. He did not try to be everywhere in his town or his state. He focused on the printed word, which fit his strengths and values because he was a writer. He published the Pennsylvania Gazette and built a name for himself by staying in his lane. the printing press. He didn't try to go do everything else. So let's take that and apply it to your life. What are one or two platforms that, based on your skills and your audience habits, you could slowly grow? If you love talking, go to podcasting. If you love visuals, Instagram or YouTube. You need to find what works for you. So we're looking at what works for you and what your audience values and spends time on, and find the intersection. I will tell you, in my homeschool niche, 100% of the time when I survey my people, they spend the most time on Facebook. Do I like Facebook? No, not really. But they are there and I can speak to that audience. And it's not a big drag down on me. So I focus there. I would love to build my Instagram. I'd love to maybe consider TikTok or Snapchat or whatever, but they are on Facebook, and that is where I continue to grow. And honestly, when I realized that about 3 or 4 years ago, I went from like 50 people a month from Facebook landing on my website, and I grew it to maybe 500. I haven't really checked it recently, but I know that it has grown consistently. So you need to find that intersection of where your audience is and where your strength is, and meet in that point. Don't dilute your energy trying to show up everywhere. Let me say that again. Don't dilute your energy by showing up everywhere. You can't do it. So I want you to do something. I want to ask yourself, where can I show up consistently without dreading it? Where can you show up consistently without dreading it? Okay. So we want to not go viral, but be consistent. We want to choose that one or two platforms. And for me, I'll be honest, it is Facebook and then Pinterest. I am on YouTube on a regular basis. I have not grown that, but Facebook and Pinterest are the two social mediums. Email is my number one thing, or why not two. Next, what will visibility actually mean for you? You are a solo entrepreneur. Let's talk about, if you're a solo business owner and you didn't go viral, but you consistently emailed your list, you posted weekly in social, and you spoke throughout the year at 3 very small events, you could actually have a launch that hit 5 figures. Not because of fame and that giant spike, but because people trusted you. That is what you're going for. You trust. Remember, people buy from people that they know, like, and trust. That last one, trust, is probably the most important of those three things. Realize that when you are launching, visibility is not about being known by everyone or going viral one time. I will be honest, one of my weaknesses is I'd love for everyone to know me. I'm preaching to myself. That is not what's going to get me sales. It is finding the right people, the right specific target audience, and then talking to them and providing tools and resources that they can have. You want to serve your audience. You serve them with free lead magnets, but if you are not selling them anything, you're not doing a good service. You are undervaluing everything that you have. So you want to make sure that you are serving them by solving their problem. Visibility is, and sales and growth, know, like, and trust by the right people, the customers, and showing up consistently wherever your audience is. That's one thing I've done. Podcasts are fairly simple for me. And so I try to produce a podcast in Family eBiz, but also in our homeschool group every single week. And then people can begin to know me, like me, and trust me. Some ideas for you. Let's talk about practical. What are some things that you could do and quit chasing all the shiny objects? Be a guest on a podcast once a month. Produce maybe a weekly blog or a podcast, and then take that and repurpose it into Pinterest. Pinterest is a great SEO type of SEO search engine. Maybe if you're into Instagram, go live once a month. and give some true value-based teaching. Use SEO and Pinterest for long-term traffic instead of the social media that's gone in 24 hours. You've got to decide what you're going to do. But those are some things you could do consistently and quit following the shiny object. And then finally, you want to build trust first. Visibility will follow, but you want to build trust first. If you have visibility without trust, they are not going to convert. If you're having a problem with conversion, maybe you just have visibility and your people don't trust you. Think about it. Do they truly trust you? Or are they just following you because you're the next shiny object? Some ideas for you to build trust would be to show your face or your voice regularly, whether it's with a video or whether it's with an audio. You need to show, you can actually show your voice in the written word with a blog or an email. Share your small wins or the lessons from your journey. Be transparent, be real. I'll be honest, a video cast like this with no makeup, that is real. I had my sister-in-law stop by a couple years ago. Oh, and you need to go get ready. I said, no, what you see is what you get. And that is what happened. I was still in my summer workout clothes and I just pulled my hair back and got on and did my Facebook Live that day. I also think that it's important to be transparent and show what worked and didn't work. Too often, we want to show all the great things we've done, and yet people will trust us more if we share some of the things that didn't work like we thought. And then also follow up consistently with email. If you are following up with them, they start to build a know, like, and trust factor. Remember, people don't buy from who they see the most. They buy from those they trust the most. People don't buy from who they see the most. They buy from those they trust the most. Does your audience trust you more than anyone else? All right, so let me just say, you do not need to chase every shiny object. You need to choose the platforms that fit you. You need to show up consistently and then build trust over time. Think about this. You don't need to be famous. Now I'm preaching to myself. You don't need to be famous. You need to be consistent and trustworthy to the right people. Are you showing up with the right people? Are you being consistent? A lot of people are scared, and so they don't show up consistently and they don't really pick the right people. Now, I will tell you that I have got a resource for driving traffic. It is my Scrappy List Building Checklist, and there are 7 ideas on building traffic and building that list. And so if you will just look wherever you're watching this in the show notes, you can find a link to that. And that is a completely free guide. It will, for 7 days, send you some ideas, each one a different strategy beyond what we're talking about. This is more about your mindset. Know, like, and trust. It is more about where are you going to show up. It's that strategy of what you're doing. This will give you specific things within a platform as well. Hey, thanks so much for spending time with me. I am Carrie Beck with Family eBiz. We'll talk to you next time.